If you are in a career or job you don't enjoy right now, then one of your biggest motivators for making a big change is likely that you want to start a career or a business that you truly love, that you have an interest in, and that really allows for your full self-expression. On the flip side, what might hold you back from making a big change is that you stayed for so long in that job or in that career you don't enjoy that you kind of totally lost touch with who you really are and what you enjoy doing. And what that means is that you might be wary of making a big change just in case you're not going to like it and it's going to be no better than what you've got now. Can you relate to that? The reason why I know you might be feeling like that is my name is Rikke Hansen, and since 2005 I've run a transition consultancy for career changers and for entrepreneurs. And what a lot of you smart people are telling me is that, Rikke, I would love to make a big change. I would love to start my business, or I would love to change careers, but how do I know if the idea that I've got is any good and if I'll even like it? My answer is always the same. Let me give you a love analogy, a relationship analogy. Well, how do you know if someone is right for you? And how do you fall in love? The answer is always you date them, right? Two things. You get out of your head, first of all. You can't think your way through to whether someone is right for you. You can't think your way through to falling in love. It is a full body experience. That's number one that's related to this as well. You get out of your head, you get in a game, you date this person. How do they make you feel? Who do they make you become? Secondly, there's consistency, there's time. A one-night stand is rarely enough to know if someone is right for you. You need to date them over time. Spend time with them consistently and see if it's the right person for you. And it's exactly the same thing when it comes to knowing whether your idea for a business, your idea for a career is right for you. You got to test drive it. Get out of your head. Knowing whether something is right for you is not a hit game. You can't think your way through to it. You got to get in the game, because what we're looking for, and the way to answer that question for you, is we got to look for enough real life feedback from the only guinea pig that really matters here, and that's you. So we got to look at how can you, what I call, test drive your idea to get real life feedback to know whether you're in love with it or not. So the easiest way to give you an example of how to test drive something is to say that rather than open a restaurant overnight, it would be much better to pick out, let's say, a food that you really like and build a food truck around it, or a pop-up shop around it, or cater at different parties to get an initial feel, to date it before you go all in and you marry it. Classic example is also a trader client that I had a number of years ago who'd always done trading, always been in banking, but he had a real interest in sports, but he didn't know if he was going to enjoy doing it for a business. He knew he wanted to do sports events. So what he started doing on the side was running sports events, just small ones. And guess what? He totally fell in love with how that made him feel, how good he was at it, how much he loved actually connecting with people around a subject he truly loved, which wasn't trading, it was actually extreme sports. So after having done that for a while, he could jump ship knowing very well that it was the right person, the right thing that he'd chosen. A lot of my clients right now are also test driving what is right for them. One client is a marketing person. She's really keen to explore longevity. She would love to help women live longer and age better, but she's not going to jump overnight. What she's doing right now is blogging for 3 months and doing videos about that subject to see if after 3 months she's still in love with it before she goes all in and build a business around it. So think about what is the thing that you can start test driving to allow yourself to either fall in love or to know that it's not the right thing for you. Because that's really the two outcomes you're looking for. The first one is easy. Okay, you fall in love, it's the right thing, off you go all in. But it might also be that you realize, actually, it wasn't as nice as you thought originally. But the good thing is, and to bring in another relationship analogy, you know, if you've ever had a bad relationship, that will teach you a lot about what you don't want. The good thing about that is it also at the same time teaches you what you do want when you see it, right? So it helps you get much clearer about what you do want, and then you just go on to the next thing. You will fall in love if you give yourself out in the game. So again, you can't think your way through to this. Is it a good idea? Will I like it? Jump in and test drive and allow yourself to fall in love. And then you can go all in knowing that it's the best decision that you ever made. So get out of your head. Also, come on over to rikke.me for more reality check videos like this one. Thank you.